Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be like, well, I'm ready already, but I'm gonna like do like a quick skip through like about how I was getting ready and stuff and how I got like this. And once it's done, I'll like start talking about the stories that I was gonna say, because I was gonna do it the other way around where I get ready and talk at the same time. But like it's gonna take a long time. It was gonna take forever and I didn't want that to happen, and I just wanted to be like a quick short video, because like I know it's gonna be a long time till that video finishes, because the stories I'm about to say, I don't think they're gonna be that short. So the very first story I'm gonna be talking about is when I saw something when I lived in the rancho. Alright, so I was around 10, 11. No, I was not 10. I was like 12, 13. We lived in a rancho. At this time, I wasn't like really, I didn't know anyone in Wasco. But I did live there for a while. My grandpa had passed away on me like not that long ago. I would say like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Like it was like not that long ago. But me and my grandpa were really close, and ever since he passed away, I've always had like weird feelings, weird vibes, weird like things that I see, but I don't really pay attention to it, you know, because I don't really think it's him. But so one day, my uncle had got to the ranch where we live at, rancho I mean, and he was like really religious at that time. But one day she got weird, you know, like he was talking about like demons, how demons work, how like this is bad, all this type of stuff, you know, and like what's the 666 number stands for, like other stuff that deals with the devil and stuff. He was talking about all of that, okay? And I don't know about you guys, but when people start talking about that stuff, like it gets to me, and it's like I freak out. I literally freak the fuck out. So I was like telling him, like I was like so into it at that time though, like I was like all like, oh yeah, like, you know. So one day, well that day, my uncle fell asleep. I was in the sala. I was sleeping in a bunk bed with my cousin, and she was next to me, and the bottom was my uncle and my aunt, because we were like spending a night, you know. So I was right there, and I wake up, and you know when you have that weird vibe or feeling that someone's staring at you? That's how I felt. So I woke up, and I remember I reached under the pillow, and it was like a little like LG phone, you know? And I checked the time, and it was like 3 something. I'm not gonna say like a number. I just know it was 3 something. And I was like, you know, in my head, I was like, you know how people say sometimes, like, well, if you wake up at 3, it's because like the devil is, or something bad is watching you. So that's what I thought. I was like, fuck, you know, fuck me. So I closed my eyes, and then all of a sudden I feel like something cold breathing on my left side, like it blows the air to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I turned my eyes on. Did you just hear what I said? I turned my eyes on. Okay, Messiah. I opened my eyes, I turned to the left, and I just see a black figure. It's a black body. There's no face, nothing to it. It's just a black figure right there. And I'm freaking out. I'm just looking at it. I can't move. I can't speak. A lot of people told me it's cuando se te sube el muerto. I don't know how to say that in English. I have it in my head, but fuck, I can't think of it. But I know what it is in English, but I just can't think of what it's called. But people were telling me it's that, but it's not that, because this is what happened. I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, I couldn't do anything. And my cousin was right next to me, and I couldn't even reach to her and like tell her like, dude, like, do you see this, you know? So no, I couldn't do shit. So I was just staring at it. I closed my eyes and I prayed and prayed and prayed, and I said, God, please take this away from me. I hate this feeling. I know you're stronger than whatever is in front of me right now. Please don't let it harm me. Please don't let it get like to me. Don't let anything bad happen to me. I was so scared. I was like, I know you can do this. I know you're a strong man. I need you right now. God, please, 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 I need you right now. And then I started saying the Padre Nuestro, like the Padre Nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. I was saying that. And I opened my eyes and I felt like relieved. You know, I felt relieved, and I was like, what the fuck? So the first thing I did was wake up my cousin, and I was like, dude, like, this thing just happened to me. I woke up everybody was like, dude, like, calm down. So, you know, it was like 3 in the morning. It gets morning like till 6. So I was like, you know what, I'll stay up. It's not that big of a difference to like not stay up, you know? So I stayed up. My cousin stayed up with me for a little bit. She fell back asleep, and all I remember was that, what's it called, I woke up the next morning, and well, not the next morning, but I fell asleep like around 5. Like when I seen that it was getting like morning-ish, I tried to fall asleep, and what happened was that I woke up to a fever. I had a headache. I just, whoa, I felt like shit. And so I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I don't feel good. Like, can you please take me to the hospital? Like, I don't feel, I was shaking. Like, I was like cold, you know? And I was standing outside in the sun. I was still shaking. My mom was like, Messiah, get inside. Like, it was like 104 outside, I think, that day. Or like 105. And I was still shivering. Like, what the hell? You know, probably because I was sick. But, my mom was like, you know what, we're gonna take you to a hospital because like that's so weird that you're outside. And like, and then anyway, so I went to the hospital. They checked my temperature, and I was at 109 temperature. That's how bad I was. They had told me I had asthma, and the thing is, I don't have asthma anymore. Isn't that weird? Like, doesn't asthma stay with you, or am I tripping? But anyways, they had told me I had asthma, and that I had a really high fever, that it was probably a panic attack. But it, you know, it could have been a panic attack. But the weird thing is, when I went back there, my uncle had said that when we all left, all of the like cajones opened up. Like, he went to the restroom, they were closed, and when he got out, they were open. So I was like, nope, we have to get out of this house. So we did, and we moved to like a smaller house. Like, it only had, I don't even remember. It was 2 rooms and a little one, but it was my aunt and my mom living together, and like all of my cousins. So we were like so squished, you know? And the other one had 2 rooms too, but it had 2 big salas, and like it was way bigger, trust me. But thank God that, like, you know, it was happening to me a lot. Like, I was like starting to feel like heavy stuff on me. I was like seeing weird stuff. It was just, ever since then it started happening a lot. And good thing that it's been like almost a year that it has not, a year because it happened to me again when I was in Arizona. It has not happened to me, and it's really creepy to talk about that because, like, you know, I do not like when it happens to me. But that's why I kind of get freaked out when I talk about it, because like I'm like, what the heck, like I'm talking about it, and like what if it happens to me? And then like, yeah, you know. So that's something creepy that happened to me in the rancho. And now I'm gonna talk about how I almost got kidnapped in Halloween. All right, so the person involved in this, I'm not gonna say their name, I'm not gonna talk about their situation. That's not my business, that's their business. I'm gonna talk about my perspective about what happened to me. because some people do know about this story that I'm about to talk about. It was like, because I asked so many people where this person was at, and like, you know, I don't want to put them out there, even though I do not talk to this person anymore. I will never put their situation out there like this. That's why I'm gonna put my spot of it. I know a lot of people know what happened, and that's on you guys, but I will never put, you know, I don't know if you guys feel what I'm talking about, you know? So I would never do that. So here we go. Started on this story. So one day the person that was with me that day had went to my house and was like, hey, like, let's go trick-or-treating, you know? And I was like, yeah, like, you know, I'm down, you know, I want candy and blah blah blah. So we got ready. I did like a little cat face on my thingy, on my face. Like I did a cat thing on my face. And tell me why, like, we're walking, you know, and it just felt like a weird vibe, you know, like before anything happened, me and her had first said, like, you know, doesn't it feel weird out here? Like, it's so weird. And we had a feeling something was gonna happen, you know, but because we were like, dude, it's Halloween, like something's gonna happen. And we were trick-or-treating fine. We were having so much fun. And it was like 11 or 12, I believe, at night. We were walking by the park and we see someone that we know. Well, I didn't really know them like that because the way I knew him was because he had a thing for me, you know, like I did not like him like that, but I know he liked me. So they called us over. They first called the person that was with me. They were like, hey, like, come over here. And then one of my friends was with me trick-or-treating that day, and she was like, you know what, like, what the heck? I know she felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable too. I remember I did. So I understand where she came from, because that was so weird. And we did not know that they had a bag full of stuff that was not supposed to be in there, all right? Fuck, I don't want to cry, but it was just so weird how everything turned out. Like, the person that was with me, like, was talking to one of the other guys, like the guy that likes me, his friend, and I was like stuck in a position, like, you know, like, whatever, you know. We were walking to my friend's house, and then they decided to say, like, hey, let's go to my house. And I was like, no, we're not going. Person that was with me was like, you know, flirting with the person that was with the guy that had like a thing for me. And I was like, what the hell, you know? So it was like kind of weird. There was no cars around there at that time. I was scared. I was uncomfortable because, like, I did not know these guys like that. So we're walking to my friends, and the person that I was with gets a phone call from their parents and is like just telling them off, like, you know, like, blah, blah, blah. And I talked to the person on the phone, and I was like, you know what, don't talk to her like that, because, you know, it's not fair. Like, you treating her bad is like taking her to this level where what she's doing. And that person was yelling at me. So what happened was the person that I was with left with that guy, and shit went down the hill, you know. And I was stuck with that other guy. And let me tell you, I was at my friend's house. I was outside, and I told that guy, like, leave, you know, like, I'm not going anywhere with you. And he's like, let's go to my house. Like, he just said, let's go to my house. And I was like, I'm not going with you. Like, I don't even know you like that, you know. And then he's like, let's go to my house. And I remember my friend was like, I do remember, I think she said, let's go inside, dude, like, call your mom, you know. So I did call my mom. I told her to pick me up, and I was like, Mom, like, I'm at this place, please pick me up. Like, I don't feel comfortable, like, the person I'm with left, and blah 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 blah. So she comes for me, and I go outside and I tell the guy, like, hey, can you, like, for real leave, like, you know, like, I'm not going with you anywhere. And let me just tell you that that guy was madder than ever. But I was in a position where, like, he was like mad, you know, like, where he's like, you're coming with me, like, let's just go to my house. and I seen that he was just looking around, you know, like if someone else was gonna come. And it got me thinking, like, what if that was me missing for a whole day, you know? Like, I don't know what would have happened. Maybe if I would have like stuck up and said, like, see, the thing is, I yelled my guts out to that person to turn around and come back because I did not feel safe alone, even if I was with my friend. I still blame myself because I was like, what if I were to like chased her and like told her, like, you know what, like, don't leave, you know? But no, I just stood there and yelled like, hey, don't leave, come back, come back. And I guess that's where they blame me, because I couldn't chase her. But then I think about it and I'm like, she was old enough, you know, she knew what she was doing. I can't look out for every single fucking person I love, you know? I've done that all my life, and you know, shit got out of hand that day. I went crazy looking for that person, and it's crazy to think that I don't even talk to that person no more, huh? How does life work like that? I have no clue, but things happen for a reason. But you know, God has a way of doing stuff. He has a plan for you, and I know that plan was not meant for me. I know it sucks of what happened, but shit, I thought something. But you know, I'm gonna stop talking about that story though, because like it does kind of still hurt me till now, because that person that I was with meant a lot to me. Like, I mean a lot to me. Even if I don't talk to that person till now, I still have love for them.
Hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Sorry guys, I was kind of emotional because like that story affected my life a lot. I had to put up with so much shit, and it was just, and I have to go like cook right now because I have to go to school in a bit. And like, I wanted to do a quick video since I was getting ready. I was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna get this video done. I'm gonna get it done, and I have to get it done. Did that, done that. Wait, I don't even know what I was gonna say, but so thank you guys for watching. I love you guys.